I'm having I'm actually having a lot of fun with this, and it's bringing back some nostalgia that's probably clouding clouding or influencing my opinion on this. And then Ron Perlman came in. Boy,
just looking at her like, I want you.
Ron Perlman looking like an old woman who partied too hard back in the day.
He looks like Glenn Close from Hillbilly Elegy. If she was stuck, she got transported to this world.
Hey everyone, support our Patreon, which helps us to continue bringing you our live streams, videos, and podcasts while bringing you new content such as exclusive live streams and animated shorts. Hey everyone, before we get started, I need to let you know that this video has been approved and sponsored by AMC Shudder, and you're here for the Monster Hunter review. And chances are, if you're looking for a movie called Monster Hunter, then you like video games, or you just like monsters. And if you like monsters, then you probably like horror. You probably love horror, and that is why I want to send you to the Netflix of horror, which is Shudder.com. You got your traditional type of monsters. You got your vampires, your werewolves, your zombies, but you also have over here your crazy people, your serial killers, and your psychos. Now, you're probably sitting up here saying, I just don't want to be scared. I like a little variety with my horror. What if I want to laugh with horror? You can do both, you know. Don't limit me. Also, maybe I want to be educated while I'm watching something. I'm not shallow. Well, look at this. You also have a comedy category. Educate yourself with the documentary category right there. Look at that science fiction category right there. They also got crimes. They also have mysteries. They have suspense. In fact, they have suspense by the master himself, Alfred Hitchcock. That's one of my favorite movies right there, Rear Window. Now, I know some of you looking at me right now, you even pointing your fingers, talking about, Corey, you probably don't even use Shudder. You just trying to sell something to somebody right now. Well, I have you know that Shudder has so much variety and has some of my favorite things on there, which is Creepshow and animation, which they've combined into to bring you the Creepshow animated special, which I just got through watching and enjoyed very much. $5.99 per month for Shudder, or $56.99 per year. You can afford that. You're worth that. It's not even that much. Now, I hear some of you saying it's not about the money. I'm just a busy person. I'm always on the go. Well, you know what? You can take Shudder with you. You got no excuse. That's what you got all these mobile devices for. Look at this. You can get this on iPhone, iPad, Apple TV, Xbox One, Amazon Fire TV. I'm not done yet. Sit down. Google Chromecast, Roku, and Android devices. And I can get you 30 days of Shudder for absolutely free. All you need to do is go to Shudder.com, that's SHUDDER.com, and type in the promo code Double Toasted. It's right there. I'll tell you once again, though. Shudder.com, SHUDDER.com. Type in the promo code Double Toasted. Tell them Corey sent you. Once again, people, I thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. And this video has been approved and sponsored by AMC Shudder. We're talking about Monster Hunter. Now, I've never played this game right here. I know it's popular. I know a lot of people love this video game, Monster Hunter. Never played it before, but after seeing this movie right here, I'm going to go out on a limb and saying that this shit ain't it. We're about to watch.
It is not.
This shit is.
No.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that it is not this shit right here.
No.
I'm sure now I haven't. Chris,
yes.
I haven't played the game.
It's true.
But I'm sure that the game don't have United States Army people in it.
I don't recall seeing that when I played it.
I'm sure there's no character in the game that looks like Mia
Jovovich.
I'm sure no character looks like T.I.
No.
Most people are here for these monsters, man. Most people are here just to see it for the creatures. And judging by just even the teaser for this, it looks like they got at least that right for the fans out there.
So we have a comparison, the Rathalos from the movie and the Rathalos from the game.
Now,
I just love it because those guys are like, that is it. That's the monster. You nailed it.
They didn't see anything else in this movie but the monster.
Nothing. That guy was not impressed.
Yes, the monster. Yes, there he is. But they don't understand. I don't understand a fucking word.
Nothing. I saw something I recognized, and therefore I'm excited. Yay!
He's in there talking about. They don't understand a word he said. I'm going to put the creatures up in the game, and they're going to look just like the game. But I'm not going to give a fuck about anything else.
That's right.
Yes. Yes. I'm going to do some shit that is my own. I'm going to put my wife in there. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. It ain't going to be authentic to shit in your game. It's Paul W.S. Anderson. Man.
A lot of animosity towards that guy.
A lot of animosity towards that guy. You know, and I get why. Because just like he's probably doing with this property right here, he took a beloved video game property, one that I love.
Yeah, that we both love.
Resident Evil. And he said, you see everything that you love in this game right here? Yeah. Fuck it. I'm going to do exactly what I want to do. Oh, this is your game?
Damn.
I think about
shit.
Yo shit.
Oh my lord. But he does that, but with his wife though.
Fuck your game. I do what I want to do. You know what? I hate that game.
Yeah, clearly.
In Resident Evil, I'm gonna put my wife in there. I'm gonna make her hot, and I'm gonna jack off to this movie.
It's his fantasies we're seeing.
Yeah.
Except they're with zombies
I'm
or
gonna
monsters.
I'm gonna get my wife some guns and have her be on a motorcycle, have her fight dragons and mutant creatures, and I'm gonna jack off to this shit all day long. That's what I think about Yo game.
Shit.
But before you start thinking too bad about me, at least I put the creatures in Monster Hunter, and they look just like it.
They do.
Oh, and I put the cat in there too. Come on, y'all.
Jesus, when that happens in the movie, I'm like, this doesn't even need to be here.
Come on, y'all. At least I got that one-eyed cooking cat in there, Chef Cat.
Yeah, he got it.
So don't tell me that I did not try to meet you halfway.
Comes out of fucking nowhere. I'm sorry, I don't mean to stop it, but even Mila Jovovich goes, "Holy fuck!"
What?
When she sees it. What is that?
Is it the eye? No, it's your fucking cat that's cooking.
Honey, I had to put it in there. The fans demanded it. She's like, but it scared me. Oh my god.
What? You never seen a handy-capable cooking cat?
Doesn't make any goddamn sense.
So, people, at least he put the cat in, so it can't be that bad. Tell you what, let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer for Monster Hunter, the movie. I know his ass is dead.
Anytime you see a black man give that look in an action film or horror film, death.
When every nigga got to look over his shoulder like that, death is standing right there. Shit, that might as well be the Grim Reaper.
It really is. That's his calling card. A concerned black man.
Shit, well, not just a black man, but a shiny ass sweating black man.
Yeah.
Well, that nigga got to look behind his shoulder. You just, man, it's it.
That's
you gone.
it, yeah.
Especially with a movie called Monster Hunter. Yeah, he hunted your ass. You gone, brother. Chocolate rabbit looking ass.
So sweet.
There you go. I'm not that person that hates on Paul W.S. Anderson, man. You know, I'm not no cinema snob anymore, man. But like I said, I get why people do. I go into this movie trying to be open-minded. I'm going to this movie without trying to be somebody who feels entitled.
That's good. It's a healthy look.
It is a very healthy look. So why does this man want to make it so hard for me to defend him?
You know what he does.
I'm trying to help you, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying. Bro, I'm trying. I've said some nice things about you. I told people give you a chance, and I still feel like you over.
At this point, he's like, "What did you expect, Corey? You know what I do.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for nearly 30 years.
Look at
you
him.
should expect this."
He's looking at one of his own movies right now.
I was like,
Oh shit! Did I make that?
"This is it. This is all I got in me. I'm sorry."
Why, brother? Why? I'm trying to back you up because I'm trying to be diplomatic about this.
Sure.
But you make this shit hard, man. You really do. I was enjoying this more than I thought I would.
Okay.
To be honest with you, I was looking at this, and I was saying as I was going into it, for a good chunk of this, man, I was saying it I'm not saying it's good, but I'm just saying for what it is.
For what is bullshit?
I didn't say that.
Okay. I mean, for what it's attempting to do but failing at, I admire that. What's copying? Sure.
I'm just saying now, I'm being very open-minded, and I'm not saying that before you jump on my ass, I'm not saying it's good.
Okay.
I didn't say that. I'm saying
Making excuses.
every now and then you have a parent who says, you have a parent, a mom or a dad or a father, a mother, they say, you know, I know my child is stupid,
I've accepted that.
but I accept them for who they are.
Oh, that's good. See, that's good.
I still care about them. So
Sure,
people,
you love
I
them.
know that sometimes you have a friend. Man, my friend is dumb as fuck. I've tried, but I accept them for who they are.
Okay.
I accept this dumb shit for what it is. I'm not saying it's good, but let me tell you something. You know where you're going with this in the very beginning, man. And
you ever.
I mean, from the moment it starts, it's not before a picture comes up. The movie's talking nonsense. Not a character has come up yet. The movie itself is talking some stupid shit. They bring up a title card. Trying to get all deep with this movie.
Anytime you do that, you made a serious mistake. Why?
They try to get people who watching Monster Hunter, all right, by Paul W.S. Anderson. They try to get deep with this shit. They came up with a quote like they quoting goddamn Einstein or something. Here's the quote. It is in quotes. It is entirely possible that behind the perception of our senses, new worlds are hidden of which we are totally unaware. Hidden from my senses. Motherfucker, everything's hidden from my senses when it's not around.
What doesn't exist?
I see you every day.
That's true.
You're hidden from my sense when you ain't in the room.
That's some deep shit, though, man. He's right. Movie's
Motherfucker,
right.
why are you trying to get to this another dimension they go to? Just be like other movies. There are movies that are actually, sci-fi movies that are actually smart that don't try to get this deep. It's just like, you know what? A wormhole opened, a portal they went through, boom.
They're trying to establish like gravitas to make it like feel more important and bigger than it actually is. But they're falling over their own 2 feet, and they're making it unintentionally funny.
It ain't because the story, people, you saw the trailer. The story ain't that deep.
You can guess the story by watching the trailer.
You got it. You got the story by watching the trailer. You have a bunch of soldiers from the United Nations. By the way, they could have been National Guard. Ain't nobody gonna give a fuck the United Nations. I don't even know why they from the United Nations, because all they do is just drive around the desert.
You know why they did that?
Why?
International appeal. So it's not just American.
Okay.
Because America and Donald Trump right now, not popular. So
gotcha.
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, all right. Well, you thought something through then. Way to go, Chris. You made the movie sound smarter.
I did it.
You've been drinking all night looking
I
at
have.
this.
See,
You
it makes
made the
me
movie
smarter.
smarter.
Yes. See, I understand that quote, man.
But you got these soldiers from the UN looking for a missing team, Bravo team. By the way, in every movie, it's always Bravo team fucking up.
It is always
It's
Bravo
always
team.
Bravo team. Bravo team, get your shit straight.
Man, they're never going to do that.
It's always Bravo team.
Always die off screen.
Have you noticed in everything, Alpha team is always looking for Bravo
Always
team.
number one. Yep.
Bravo team is always fucking up, man. But they looking for Bravo team because Bravo team just disappeared riding out there in the desert. What they're doing out there in the desert, they never explain. Apparently, that's what soldiers do. They just drive around the desert all day.
Yeah.
They get thrown into another world after some lightning strikes, and boom, they're in a world where every monster out there wants to eat them, and there's a lot of them.
There's variety.
Boom, that's it. That's it, people.
It's a simple premise.
It's a simple premise, but but it is entirely possible that we did not sense this other world because our perception is not. Shut the fuck up.
Overcomplicating it.
So look, people, knowing what the story is, you can get past all this pretentiousness at the beginning right here. Knowing what it is, if you get what you expect, some dumb shit, and they're really not trying to hide that. That's what I can give them credit for. And they let you know right from the beginning, before a creature or a monster or another world shows up, the dialogue is already letting you know what you're in for.
Oh, dialogue's horrendous. What they fail is they try to establish a relationship between this group of characters, and it's like, not only do I not care about them, but I kind of I hope they die even quicker. Yeah. Because they are annoying as hell.
Because they don't, man. The dialogue lets you know exactly what you're getting in for. It is terrible. What's worse than terrible? Terrible and nonsensical.
All right, ladies, saddle up.
She's a woman, but she still manages to make that sound like an insult.
What the fuck? Not only is that sexist, but that makes no sense.
It doesn't make any sense. It's like they actually have to. There's another joke in this where they have to stop and explain the fucking joke.
I gotta explain the joke.
Because that makes it always more funny when we have to explain the joke.
My man grinning like he said something deep. Yeah, shit. Like he just dropped some knowledge.
Yeah.
People, did you hear what man? I gotta listen to this, y'all. Listen to this one more time. Listen to what this man said.
All right, ladies, saddle up.
She's a woman, but she still manages to make that sound like an insult.
So women can't be rude? Women been rude to me half my life. Shit, my wife is rude to me every day. I mean, goddamn, what kind of sexist shit is that world? Women can't even be rude.
Hey, man, that's the writing ability of Paul W. Anderson on full display.
Did that make any sense?
No, it doesn't make any goddamn sense. No. Listen, it opens up with that goddamn quote. It tries to be smart. It tries to trick us, manipulate us. But nah, I've been wise than Paul W. Anderson when he's pulled all these goddamn years, having Alien versus Predator, having the zombies fight other zombies. Like, nah, you ain't tricking me. I knew exactly what I was in for with this.
But
nonsensical dialogue.
Write some shit that makes sense. And they laughing about that shit like that shit's a funny thing. Yeah, that's a good one, man. Hey, bitches, right?
all the jokes that they tell each other, they laugh at their own jokes and shit, but it's not funny. All of it's just stilted and awkward, and I guess now we gotta move on to the next scene with them.
And the next scene gets even dumber. People, they roll across this horrific scene.
Yes.
Where these people have died, apparently in agony, man. Their
They're
bodies
friends.
are...
Their comrades died.
The Bravo team found them, charred to death in a way they said, God, I ain't never seen anybody burned like this.
How could this happen?
By the way, shit, whatever did it to them is probably still out there and could do it to us. Shit.
Let's keep going the direction we think where this thing is.
But you know what? Why we've just come from this horrible scene, and also why we're in grave danger, let's sing a song.
They say that in the army the pay is mighty fine.
They like, let's get this black man a beat.
That's all he needs.
Yeah,
he can entertain us.
T.I.'s in the ride. T.I. gonna start rapping.
They say that in the army the pay is mighty fine.
Take back 99.
Y'all just rolled off of a scene where you saw people die horribly.
Yeah.
And now they just start singing.
Yeah, well, a song can make you feel better once you saw your comrades burn to death. Improve the mood.
Shit, I guess that,
morale, man. It's about morale, Corey. Come on.
I guess so. All that desert heat is getting to their ass.
Yeah,
They just delirious right now. Yeah, man. It was just weird that they just decided to just start happily singing, man.
It's weird, and it just feels so inauthentic. Because one, the song they're singing, it sucks. how they're singing.
Well,
Mila Jovovich is totally off key the entire time. She's trying to keep up with her own. You established the beat, and you're singing off key the entire time. What are you doing?
well, to be honest, that's a real Army song.
No, I'm saying like the way they're singing it sucks.
Well, they don't care. Shit.
Yeah.
Shit, they don't give a fuck about those bodies they just saw.
Yeah,
They
that's true.
don't care about this song.
Mm-hmm.
They do introduce the monsters, the characters in the title.
They get to them quick.
They get to them quick, man. And at least with those things, they try to give the fans what they want. As I say, they look at the game and they try to replicate it as much as they can and probably make it a little bit more badass. So I will give them credit for that. And so, you got the creatures straight from the game. When they get away from that, they're chased by these spider creatures. And they got some variety of creatures in there. So when they bring the monsters in, it starts to move quickly. The action gets pretty cool. There's a lot of variety with monsters. It's like a creature feature that's a mashup of Aliens, Resident Evil, and I would even say The Mist.
No, I agree with you. It is very much a creature feature, and I love creature features. However, this movie is basically doing I don't know if it's doing an homage or just doing a clip show based on all these movies you saw, which are infinitely better. So here's your Tremor section. Here's your Alien section. Here's your Kaiju section. And it all feels so derivative of what I've seen before, and they're just not doing it nearly as good.
I will tell you something about these creatures, too. They make them highly aggressive.
Oh, yeah.
They kill people. They kill people, and they hold grudges, man. These people are a snack to them, and they are going out their way to eat them, man. I'm having fun with this section. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't expect it to be, all these other films that I like, probably so much better because they're better made. I don't expect anything deep, so I'm kind of liking this. I'm enjoying it, and even with the characters, when we say the characters are annoying, or we don't care about them, or these are stock characters. Yeah. Let me just put it this way. I just hope that when you go into this movie, you're not a T.I. fan. That's all I'll say. He's like, shit, I hope I'm not either. Look, he's like, shit, I'm about to die. Yeah. Shit, black man, a horror movie.
You're a black man monster hunter. You all die.
I hope you're not a fan of T.I. going into this, or a fan of anybody else except old Mia J.
Oh, you mean the wife of the director?
The wife of the director.
Oh, who'd have thought?
You got to keep looking at this, man, because the movie said, look, there's barely enough story here for one person. You motherfuckers got to go.
Yeah.
I would say this, and it's a little bit of a spoiler, but I'll say it, man. They take out everybody in the movie except her.
Yeah, in the first 15 minutes, I'd say they take everybody out.
They take everybody out, man. They say don't get attached. No. I hope you ain't no T.I. fan you going in this, because they get rid of everybody. And I gotta tell you, man, they do it in some fun ways. When they start taking people out, it's a lot of impaling, a lot of crunching.
Yes.
There's even some body horror going on. They got people with parasites in their skin. Yeah. I mean, they pushed the PG-13 on this.
Yeah, everything that you've seen in a better movie, they do it here, except worse.
Well, like I said, I didn't expect them to do that. I was like, oh, wow, they pushed it a little bit harder than I thought. I was worried when I was left with her and just Tony Jaa.
Yeah.
Because when they were together, it was they do a lot of bickering, which leads to actual fighting.
Yeah.
And you're looking at this and like, why are they being so confrontational with each other? Because the aggression really does seem a little forced. It's out of nowhere.
It's manufactured. It's what it is.
It very much is manufactured. And the reason why is because, oh, well, shit, we got Tony Jaa. He got to argue with somebody so he can start beating the shit out of them. You're like a little kid. Get you!
I do appreciate it after what happened, and he fucking flips out. She goes, "Whoo!"
Oh yeah, she runs.
Immediately runs away.
Oh yeah. Bitch, bring your ass here. She run from me.
That was great.
Kill you. You ain't killing none but this pole back here. Get the fuck off me.
No.
So I'm Tony Jaa, bitch. Yeah, man. I fight a lot, and the fight scenes are not that cool to where I'm just kind of like, oh my god, keep going. I'm just like, all right, you bring these monsters back. I think it gets better with them when they're not fighting. I think it gets better with them when they once they get through their differences, and once they start working together in the movie, once they start being a team, it actually is not that bad with them. I think they're actually pretty funny together in some moments. It's more impressive when you realize that they don't speak the same language, of course. So in order to like get that chemistry out of that, I was pretty impressed with it. I like it when they actually started to trust each other and share culture. It was like little small things that they did with character that they weren't doing earlier in the movie that I thought, all right, had this been earlier, we probably would have had a better team, but you're gonna get rid of those people anyway. I'm enjoying this right here.
It's probably the best character stuff that they do, and it's just so funny to me that you couldn't establish a camaraderie between people you share the same language with, but you do it with a person you have really no similarities with, or don't speak the same language, just miming at each other. And yeah, that is the strongest, if you want to call it a character moment in the movies between them. I will agree with that.
As far as world building and character building, it gets to a point where they're like, we just got to get on to the next creature. So that's not going to make too much sense, if no sense at all. Like, there's a whole montage where,
Oh yeah,
you're like, bitch, you almost hit me. Well, you know, they're building weapons. They're figuring out how to kill the creatures in minutes.
yes. I mean, which is a part of the game. They do the whole thing where they do a montage of her where she learns how to use all these weapons, which probably takes people of that world years to learn in 24 hours.
Them.
Yeah, and just like, how do you do that?
Yeah. You're like, damn, did I build this?
I mean,
yeah.
that's a big part of the game, though, where you kill creatures, you mine them for their resources, and you create bigger weapons, bigger armor, all that stuff. So that's where the game's coming in. But it's just funny with her character, who's not a part of this world, just instantly acclimates to everything. I know we only have an hour and 45 minutes, but it's just like, come on.
Yeah, and again, if they're doing the game and they have to speed things along, fine. I'm not going to nitpick. I don't care. There's even a moment in here where they have a creature who's called the Diablo. It was you saw this the creature.
The tremor, yes.
Yeah, this creature right here. They call him Diablo, and I'm like, okay, so people speak Spanish in this other world, this other dimension. I'm like, okay, I get it. It's from the game.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I have to judge it by what I feel about it, and I'm like, man, I'm having fun with it. I'm actually having a lot of fun with this, and it's bringing back some nostalgia that's probably clouding or influencing my opinion on this. And then Ron Perlman came in. Boy,
Just looking at her like, I want you.
Ron Perlman looking like an old woman who partied too hard back in the day.
He looks like Glenn Close from Hillbilly Elegy. And she was stuck. She got transported to this world, and she got fucking buff. Has been eating nothing but dinosaur meat.
Boy, if y'all ever lived in a small town and you went to the local watering hole or the bar, you know you got that old woman who's been going there for years, been fucking everything that came in there, been partying all these years and looked just like that.
Oh, yeah.
Ron Perlman looked like your alcoholic aunt or grandma.
So true.
Or an old-ass drunk clown from Final Fantasy. The beginning of the movie actually starts out kind of cool because they're on these. It's like a steampunk thing. They're on these ships. They're like pirate ships, sailing ships, and they're in the sand. And I got these steampunk people in there, and then he pops out, and I looking like I was like, damn, is he one of the monsters at that?
They captured him.
This fucking wig on.
God, it's terrible.
So I forget he came out in the middle of the night. I was like, Ron Perlman, because it was dark. I was like, Ron, and then he just disappeared.
Yep.
And then this movie just went so long and went so many crazy places. I just like, okay, I forgot he was in there. And he pops out again. And I was like, oh shit, that's right, he was in here.
Yeah, he's in like the last 25 minutes.
He's in the last 25 minutes of it. And that's now, let me just say, for an hour of this movie, I'm having a good time, accepting it for what it is.
Okay.
And then Ron Perlman came in and said, you know what, y'all, you know what this party's missing? And you know what this party don't have enough of? Stupid.
I got a heap of help and it's stupid
Ain't
for you.
enough stupid at this party, y'all.
And some exposition, too.
It's a good thing I brought crates of it with me.
Oh, yeah.
Bring it in, boys. I don't think this party's dumb enough yet.
His job is just to drop exposition and like, listen, we didn't establish anything in this world. Here you go. Ah, shit. Here you go. Just more of it. And it was just like, this doesn't make any goddamn sense. The origins of everything that with his character.
It really is. People, my man, I don't think there's enough stupid at this party. And that's exactly what he brought. If you thought this was dumb before, Ron Perlman came in and said, release the dumb beast.
Yep.
And you're right. He came in with he had nothing but exposition to deliver in this movie. And it wasn't even real exposition. The exposition was just him saying, hey, look, we ran out of story, but we need to finish this shit.
Yep.
So we need to figure out how to put the biggest creature from the game in here. Also, we got to kill it. So if you help us kill it, then you can go home. That's it. I got nothing else.
One and done.
Yeah, that's
we got it.
It really was like it's a creature from the game. It really just a fucking dragon.
It's a dragon.
If you help us kill it, then you can go home, and that's all we got.
Cool. All right, let's do it.
From that point on, it's just them fighting this fucking dragon with every weapon they got in the movie, from bows and arrows to rocks to tanks to planes.
Yeah, won't go down though. Won't go down. It's too tough.
Yeah. Yeah, people. And I'm thinking, you know what? I'm saying this is terrible because obviously they had nothing to end this movie with. They barely had a movie to begin with. For that last 30 minutes, they said, fuck the ending, whatever. I mean, just put it out there. We put the creatures in there.
Just throw everything at it. Fire everything. Fire everything.
Just everything. Like I said, they threw shoes at this thing.
Want to go down? Didn't like them shoes.
They threw cans at them.
Didn't like those cans either. Ate those cans.
Shit, threw plates at them and shit. It was they threw everything at them. That's all it was. Just them throwing everything. A kitchen sink came at that motherfucker.
Yeah.
They just threw everything, and that's what it was. It was like the end of a game where you just throw everything you got at the boss.
It's a boss battle that went on for way too long. That has like 3 iterations. Like I beat the boss. It's like a Dark Souls boss. Like I beat it, and it resurrects itself. It has like 2 heads. And I was like, I beat you though. What? You have 2 heads all of a sudden? Doesn't matter, man. You should have paid attention to the lore. And then it comes back again.
It was one of those things. They think they killed the dragon. Whatever the fuck it's called. They killed the dragon. And the dragon like, bitch, don't you ever turn your back on me?
Yeah. And it gets full health bar. That's not fair. I can't do that.
It's a 30-minute boss battle.
It really is. Yeah.
I don't know. In the game, maybe they have a 30-minute boss battle there.
I don't think
know.
they go on for that long. No. But yeah, it's like about 20 minutes of them fighting this thing.
But I could have let it go. I could have turned my head and act like nothing shitty was happening. I could have let that slide. I could have said, you know what, at least we're in the last 30 minutes. I've enjoyed myself for some of this movie. I can probably let that go. But then they bring in Benny Cat. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Is this a commercial for Benihana that's aimed towards furries?
Hey, man, they need to pay this movie somehow. We're in the middle of a pandemic.
I was like, they actually had the motherfucker. And he's sliced meat. This motherfucker, he had like he's working at Tyrese's house, man. Like Tyrese bought a cat and made him cook his food at his own Benihana.
Pretty cool. Putting that spice down, just that.
They had this fool cut meat, slice it, and then garnish it. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, what the fuck is that? No, I know it came from the game. I know, but what the fuck is that?
It's weird seeing it in live action because you're right. It's furry. It's like a furry porn. When you see him, it's like all atomically correct and everything like that. But the thing with this is that this is like in the last 25 minutes where we see him for the first time, and you didn't like really establish this world all that well, and so it's very jarring when you first see him. And when even Mila Jovovich, when she's like, "Holy shit!" when she sees a goddamn cat cooking dinner for everybody, it puts you at unease.
Oh yeah,
it's very weird.
I mean, it doesn't help that you got a girl who ain't never seen a cat working at Benihana, and the cat comes after her with a butcher knife. Bitch, where you going? She's like, holy shit, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
And so, look, the cat got a little bit of edge, but it's still goofy as hell. But all right, we did it. You paid your fan service. We let it go. But then they just go and make this fool a complete cartoon.
Yeah.
They had to go and make the cat horny. Horny for Mila Jovovich.
Okay.
And she like, shit, he can get it.
You know, like, why not?
She like, shit, I might be stuck here for a while.
I'll try anything once. See how it goes.
Boy, he pulled some sexual harassment on her.
He really does. Yeah. Well, it's Ron Perlman's ship. You know he's not HR.
Oh, no.
No HR on that goddamn ship.
No. It's that last 30 minutes where I was like, wow, you completely didn't give a shit in this part at all. You could at least, I mean, look, you didn't even try. You just, like you said, you just had a 30-minute boss battle where there was no story. You want to wrap up things while putting something in there that for the fans.
Sequel bait.
And then you end with the tease of a sequel, but that may never happen. Although knowing Paul W.S. Anderson and the Resident Evil movies, there don't underestimate.
Yeah, I think this movie was expensive though.
Yeah,
I think it was high. It had a high price tag.
And by the way, somebody said they asked in the chat.
Yes,
Mr. Yasman, did y'all talk about this movie being banned in China for the knee joke? And Chris had to tell me about that when he came in.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, so big controversy apparently. There's a real. I don't even understand the joke. Like all the humor in this movie, especially in the beginning with those military guys, doesn't make any goddamn sense. But they have an Asian character who, and then they're asking him, "What kind of knees do you got?" And he's like, "Oh, I got Chinese," because he's Asian. And apparently everyone in China went, "Oh, that's offensive, banned for all time." And so they banned the movie from China, even though China is one of the most, if not the most, openly racist country on the planet.
Yeah, y'all know me. I'm against racism on anybody. I'm against people getting offended. You know. By the way, that wasn't even that offensive of a joke.
Doesn't make any sense.
But to the people in China who, and you know who you are, who are offended by that, but you're not offended by all those black jokes and all that black hatred that you got and all that fear of dark skin. You know what? Fuck your feelings. I could give a fuck less. I hope this movie opens up all around China. I hope they put more. I hope they put more jokes in there like that. Shit. I hope they put all kind of knees up in that shit.
I mean, you know.
Yeah.
All things to be offended by.
I don't give a fuck. Y'all approve of commercials where you put a dark ass black man in a washing machine and pull out a light ass Asian,
A shiny white Asian.
but you mad about knees. Fuck you in them knees. Yeah, I can give a fuck less. Yeah. All right, go ahead, man. I know you got some.
No, I mean, listen. Overall, the biggest problem with the movie is we're still at a point where you have these directors who are coming in and just don't give a shit about the property, and they're gonna adapt it how they want to adapt it. You know, yeah, we'll get some stuff in there for the fan service. The thing is, because you're doing your own version and you put that fan service in there like at odd points, it doesn't work for the world you already created. I'm sorry, Mila Jovovich. It's like. The reason why she has the career that she has is because of her husband. I'm just not. I've never been impressed with her as an actress. It's like her one other great role is when she said multipass over and over and over again, and I'm just like, all right, great, good for you, but she sucks in this. And of course, the last 25 minutes when it just becomes so nonsensical, and you just like, okay, let's have all the exposition, almost like they were resentful over the movie, over the video game. It's like, okay, I guess we have to put all this stuff in here from the game. It's like, all right, dude, the thing is, finally, we're at a point where we're getting good video game adaptations, whether it be in animated form or in live action. So there's no more excuses for this kind of bullshit. So I am completely tired of it. This is a very low sum of bullshit.
Makes me look more sympathetic when I don't go off on some more bullshit too. But yeah, man, I did not hate it as much as you did. I have to look at it and say, look, I had fun with an hour of the movie, which is, like I said, not good. But again, I think they're embracing what they really were trying to do with this movie in that hour. That last 30 minutes where they just drop everything and just completely just have no regard, not only for the game, but for what they're not doing here. Yeah. And that's what really brought it down for me. But I have to be honest and say that when I know a lot of people, you probably have your rating you already want, and I don't, what can I tell you? I liked it enough to give it a rental. It gave me an hour of entertainment. It's probably leaning on a low rental. Again, some people, they see Resident Evil and they're like, I didn't play the game. I just like it for what it is. Even if it was a certain point where even Resident Evil, which I love, I'm just like, okay, this is not the game. Some of these I hate. I really hate. Yeah. And then some of them I'm like,
that wasn't too bad.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't too bad. And that's what I'm
I've had those too.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, I give it a rental. Like I said, leaning more on low rental, but I think it's fun enough if you're watching it at home. But again, that's me not having played the game. So. Chris is like, man, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, I'm just like, we're just gonna.
Well, you just looking at
this
me.
dance.
Boy, it's a crazy thing with somebody. You just look at somebody, just lean back, just
start dancing. So you keep talking.
They're just looking at you. It's like, oh, Tom's up here talking. I'm like, yeah. So I'm gonna give this shit. Should I talk when I say rental?
What do you think? No, you go ahead and give it a rental.